Spending 15 years teaching and starting teaching when my oldest, who's 23 now, was only 1, was a huge benefit to parenting. The training and classes and everything that I got to take, because I transitioned into teaching, so I just soaked up all the information I could get while I was teaching. And I truly feel like it helped me get a PhD in each one of my kids. And the biggest benefit was how it helped them with school. And the thing that helped me the most was understanding how they learn. And there's all the different learning styles. There's auditory, there is kinesthetic, there is visual learning. And the easiest way I found over the years, and I even did this with my students when they were struggling to figure out like what is the best way to study for me. And the way that I would figure this out is I would ask my kids, how did they memorize a song? My oldest, who's 23, she was very visual. So if we needed to study spelling words, it was she just needed to write them out a few times and she got it. If she needed to do anything, it was she needed to write it over and over, because as soon as she saw it, then it would just easily be remembered. And I knew this because if I asked her how she learned a song, she would say, I looked up the lyrics on YouTube, or I looked up the lyrics on whatever. And I even know that she was less auditory because in kindergarten and first grade, she would struggle with rhyming because it did not make sense to her. It did not and the teacher would be like, I don't get it. And I'm like, well, she's not auditory. I know she struggles with that and she needs to see it to understand. And those were like simple things that she would struggle with at her age. My middle one, she just could hear a song and listen to it a few times and memorize it. But I know for her, she needed to hear things. So if I needed a book to make sense to her, we would get the audible version and have her read it, because that helped her understand it better. Or if it was spelling words she needed to memorize, I was calling them out and she was repeating them back to me, versus just like my oldest would write them down. And I think if you can figure these things out about your kids, it will make things so much easier. For those that are kinesthetic, there's a lot of movement that needs to happen while they're studying. So it could be going on a walk and listening to a YouTube, or going on a walk and listening to a book. Anything like that can help them figure those things out better, because movement needs to be with the learning. So if you have a kid who is struggling and you're struggling to figure out how to help them, think about how they learn. And if you're not sure, think about how they memorize a song. Do they look up the lyrics, or can they just listen to it over and over?